Good morning. Thank you all for joining the Food Technology Communication course. Let me introduce ourselves. My name is Suryati Ningsih and my last number 1015. Today, I would like to talk about the food processing technology of the gadung tuber commodity. The journal I chose with the title Physical and Chemical Characteristics of Gadung Tuber Chips, resulting from long soaking time in various water flow rates. First of all, I will give you a brief overview of gadung tuber. Gadung tuber is one type of tuber that is high in carbohydrates. This tuber contains the toxic compound hydrogen cyanide or HCN at the level ratings 469 ppm. Meanwhile, the safe consumption limit of HCN for human is 550 ppm. Excessive consumption of HCN can cause various symptoms. Effort to reduce HCN content to make it safe for consumption require a special processing method, namely continuous soaking of the gadung tuber in the water. Therefore, the journal conduct a combination of treatment with the various in water flow rates and soaking duration to accelerate the reducing of cyanine content. Then I will talk about material methods used in this journal. The material used in this research are gadung tuber, wood ash, water, salt, distilled water, silver nitrate, sodium hydroxide, and potassium iodine, and ammonium hydroxide. And next, the tool used in this research are analytical scale, frying pan, pots, langer bucket, color reader, other glassware, vinegar applicator, and immersion tools with the water tanks. Then, in the experimental design method, this journal used randomized block designs or RBD. The treatment used in this experimental can be seen on this slide. Moving on safely, let's take a look at the application of research method conduct with the productions of gadung tuber and the testing of the physical and chemical characteristics of gadung tuber chips. The flow chart for the gadung tuber chips productions is shown in figure 1. In the production of gadung tuber chips, the process began with the preparations of the gadung tuber. After the gadung tuber is ready, it is peeled to remove the peel of the tuber. Then the peeled gadung is cut to thicken it around 3 millimeters to increase the gadung tuber surface area and make processing easier. Each piece of gadung tuber production is the subject to fermentation process using 800 grams of wood ash for every 600 kilogram of pieces chips. After the equally dispersed wood ash has been applied, the chips are allowed to rest of 12 hours in order to lower their HCN level. After fermentation, the chips are sun-dried until they are completely dry. The lower then the lower the HCN content in the chips, they are then soaked in clean water based on the treatment time and water flow rates. The chips are cleaned with the water after soaking in order to get rid of any dirt that could have stuck to it. Then for every 2 kilogram of wet chips, 2.7 liter of water and 3 grams of salt are added, and the chips are boiled for until 50 minutes. The purpose of boiling the chips the chip is to contribute flavor and enhance their texture. After being boiled, the chips are dried till they turn into crispy chips. Then, testing the chemical characteristic of gadung sugar chips refers to supporting journal research and AOAC. And then I will explain you about result and discussions. First of all, the physical properties of gadung chips are yield and color brightness. First, yield. If you look at this slide, we can see that the yield will decrease with longer soaking times and higher water flow rates. The young cell will release more dissolved substance into the water during that treatment. As a result, the chips might lose mass due to damage to the cell structure. If the chips cell are damaged, water and other dissolved material will be able to leak out of them. This adds to the reductions in yield by making the chip's texture softer and more porous. Let's look at the graph showing the longer soaking with the higher flow rates. The more gadung chips will have high color brightness. This is because the longer soaking time and the increased water flow rates will help wash away the dirt on the surface of the chips, resulting in a brightness color. The chemical properties analysis from gadung chips is HCN content. You will notice on this chart the soaking time and water flow rates of the water used so a decrease in the HCN content. The treatment with the prolonged soaking in the water can break down HCN for cyanogenic glycoside bonds, causing a significant amount of HCN to dissolve and be carried away by the water. A combination treatment with the high water flow rates can also accelerate the removal of HCN compound because faster flowing rates can more efficiently carry dissolved HCN compound away for diffusions. Here a quick recap what I have covered in my slide. The soaking time and water flow rates significantly affect the physical and chemical characteristic of gadung sugar chips. Increasing soaking time and water flow rates will reduce the yield and HCN content of gadung chips, but will increase the brightness of gadung chips color. Okay, next chapter Q&A. If you have any question, please raise up your hands. Okay, thank you all for joining. Thank you all for your attention and for taking time to be here today. I hope this presentation has provided value insight. Please feel free to reach out if you have any question. Once again, thank you and have a great day.